This story is about a cunning thief whom the police have been searching for many years. And now the police have devised a plan from which no thief in this world can escape. The story begins with showing a thief climbing up a building with a rope. This thief's name is Diabolik, and the police have been searching for him for many years, but so far no one has succeeded in catching him. And today Diabolik wants to steal a priceless crown from this building. There is security inside the building, but they are all busy playing cards. Diabolik goes inside the building, where a security guard approaches him and he kills him. After that, he opens the door behind which the crown is kept. As soon as the door opens, the security alarm goes off, bringing the entire security team upstairs. But when they try to open the door of the room containing the crown, the door does not open from the outside, because Diabolik has locked the door from the inside, and now he starts cutting the bars behind which the crown is. Outside, the security wants to open the door at any cost. Therefore, they place dynamite to blast the door. Now Diabolik has flown away with the crown on his paraglider. The security can only watch him from a distance and rushes off, running and running until they are out of sight. And now he lands his paraglider on a car that his girlfriend Eva is driving, and in this way throws dust in the eyes of the security, and they succeed in stealing the valuable crown. After those days, we are shown a show where 5 very big models are performing wearing very expensive jewelry. Actually, this show is of a jewelry company. This is the same jewelry company whose crown Diabolik stole together with his girlfriend Eva. And now here, all this jewelry is. Many people want to buy them. Their price is very high. Security here is very tight because a few days ago, Diabolik stole the crown from this company. Now when their performance ends, suddenly the light goes out, after which a police officer comes to the models and says, "You all come with me," and he takes all of them with him and tells them to go inside a room. After that, he closes the shutter from outside. Actually, it's not a room but a vehicle, and now the police officer drives the vehicle forward. After a while, it is shown that the police officer is removing his mask. That this is not a police officer but Diabolik, who has robbed the same company once again. And now Diabolik tells these 5 girls to take off their jewelry, after which he leaves them in the middle of the road and tells them to head home. Leaves the place. After that, his car stops near a rock, and then he presses a button from his car, and the rock divides into 2 parts. Actually, this is a secret pass where Diabolik keeps his things. He takes his car inside this tunnel. Meanwhile, we are shown the 5 models who go to a nearby motel and call the inspector, saying that their plan succeeded. Actually, these 5 are not models but agents, and the jewelry they wore had trackers in them. This means that now the inspector knows where Diabolik is. Therefore, he starts tracking him via the tracker. Meanwhile, Diabolik and Eva are shown after this theft, because they now have a lot of money, but Diabolik says not yet. He still has to do one more heist. The inspector is shown arriving outside the rock. He is surprised to see that the path is closed, but the tracker is pointing in that direction. So he blows up the rock with dynamite. He sees that in front of him there is a very long tunnel. Meanwhile, from the sound of the blast, Diabolik understands that the police have arrived here. He sees them in the CCTV cameras, and now he has no choice but to leave all his belongings here and escape. So he flees from there with Eva. The police inspector comes inside and sees where he finds many valuable things. But Desi wants to catch Diabolik at any cost. That's why he chases Diabolik and Eva. They are both running away, and while running, Eva's foot gets stuck somewhere. Although Diabolik tries to free her, he doesn't have much time. The police inspector is about to reach him. So he leaves Eva there and runs away, which breaks Eva's heart. She feels that Diabolik has betrayed her, And now before the police inspector reaches Eva, she frees her foot from there and jumps into the water. Both of them have once again tricked the inspector and escaped from here. The inspector feels very sad because he wanted to catch Diabolik at any cost. And now once again he comes to the place where Diabolik's invaluable things are, which he has stolen. There are also very expensive paintings from which the inspector takes everyone into his custody. The inspector also finds a sketch of a building here that he knows where it is in the city. He understands that Diabolik has some connection with this building. Therefore, he takes his team to that building. Despite thorough investigation, they do not find anything there, and at that moment, a police officer accidentally places his hand on a lever which opens a secret door. When they go down to the basement, they see that there is a mask-making machine with which he makes masks of other people's faces to commit thefts. The inspector forbids anyone from touching anything here. He says that Diabolik will definitely come here before the next theft, and then we will catch him. We are shown the inspector's girlfriend, who is the princess of the city. She wants to marry the inspector, but the inspector says that until I arrest Diabolik, I will not marry. She says, "Alright, in a few days there is a party at my place where I am going to wear a priceless necklace. I want you to be with me on the day of the party so that Diabolik doesn't even think about stealing that necklace." The inspector says, "Alright, don't worry, I will be with you." At the same time, we see Diabolik standing outside the same building. The building's basement houses his machine used for making masks. Now, he waits for the opportunity to go inside the building, and he gets that chance because the police officers here are changing their duty. He reaches down to the basement where there is a police officer. Diabolik intentionally comes in front of the police officer. The police officer recognizes him and shoots at him, but not a single bullet hits Diabolik because between them there is a glass that it is blood-proof. Hearing the gunshots, all the security comes down to the basement and sees that the police officer who was on duty here is unconscious. They bring him to his senses. And now Diabolik has taken his mask-making machine and left from here. When the inspector finds out about this, he gets very angry because once again, Diabolik has fooled them all and escaped with his machine. The inspector is called by his senior and is asked how he will catch Diabolik. "He has fooled you once again." Just then, Eva's call comes. Eva says that Diabolik has deceived me. I can help you arrest him, but in return, all the criminal charges against me must be permanently dropped, and I have to settle in another country. However, the inspector doesn't want that. He wants to arrest her too, but his senior says that this is a good plan and you should work on this plan. The UN had given the inspector half an hour of time. After half an hour, she will call him again and will. And now the inspector makes a plan. He tells his officer that when Eva calls me in half an hour, I will keep her engaged in conversation, and at that exact time, you find out her location and arrest her. Half an hour later, Eva's call comes. The inspector keeps her engaged in conversation, and at that exact time, the inspector's team tracks the location. She is calling from a telephone booth, and now many police officers start moving toward her. As soon as they open the door of the telephone booth, they see that Eva is not there. In fact, she has escaped through the sewer below. They even go down and check but do not find anyone there. Once again, Eva has slipped through their fingers. On the other side, it is shown that the police had seized everything from Diabolik's place. They see that a bracelet is missing, and this is the same bracelet that had a tracker on it, which means the tracker will still be on. They check the tracker, which is still on, and understand that it is Eva's or Diabolik's location. And now they give this information to a police officer named Roller. Roller is the same police officer whom Diabolik had knocked out in the basement and took his mask-making machine from there, and now Roller reaches the place where Eva is. He tells Eva to stay where she is standing. After that, he goes behind her, and Eva cleverly attacks him, takes his gun, knocks him out, and leaves from there in his car. After some time, Roller regains consciousness. He tells everyone that he succeeded in obtaining Eva's bracelet. In fact, Roller does not know that this bracelet has a tracker which could have helped them reach Eva and arrest her, but now they cannot reach her. The inspector is called again by his seniors, and they say that he must work according to the plan they told him. He should catch Diabolik with Eva's help. However, the inspector doesn't want to do this, but now he has to. That's why he somehow meets Eva, where Eva tells him that she has a plan. In reality, Diabolik wants to reclaim all his gold, which is currently in police possession. We need to spread the word somehow that the police are moving all that gold from one place to another, because Diabolik will come back to take his gold. We will take the vehicle with a lot of security from where the gold is and take that vehicle inside a tunnel. Where or not Diabolik will attack that vehicle so that he can reclaim his gold, and at that exact moment we will arrest him while we take the real gold from that place to another place in a normal car. The inspector really likes this plan, and now he goes with him to execute this plan. We spread the word in the market that soon all the gold will be shifted from one place to another, and this is the day when his girlfriend's party is. At the party, she is going to wear a very precious necklace. The inspector goes to his girlfriend and says, "I'm sorry, I can't come to the party, but I will send my special officers for your security." After this, the inspector starts making plans with his entire team, but here he asks a question about how the real gold van and quote, who will take it out from there? And just then Roller says that I will do this work. Diabolik has deceived me twice, but I will never be able to forget him. But now I will accomplish this task to atone for my past mistakes, even if it costs me my life. After this, the inspector removes a vehicle from this place with full security to deceive Diabolik that this vehicle contains gold. Meanwhile, Roller is shown taking the gold vehicle alone out of this place. And now the vehicle, which is moving forward with full security to trap Diabolik, goes inside a tunnel. And then the tunnel door closes in front, after which Diabolik appears in front of them. They fire several bullets at Diabolik, but they find out that this is not Diabolik, but it means Diabolik has deceived them. Meanwhile, the inspector's girlfriend is shown getting ready for a party. She opens the drawer to take out her necklace, but the necklace is not there, which means her necklace has been stolen, and neither is her makeup artist there, whom she had hired for today's makeup. Here we see Roller, who stops his car on a road in the forest. Just then, another car arrives, and the girl who gets out is the inspector's girlfriend's makeup artist. This means she's the one who stole the necklace, and now. Then she removes her mask, and it is none other than Eva in front of Roller, and then Roller also removes his mask, revealing that he is not Roller, but Diabolik. In fact, when Diabolik stole the model's jewelry, he already knew that the police could get there, and he planned the whole thing. Deliberately, when he ran away with Eva, he knew that the police would catch him. So he ran away leaving her so that the inspector would feel that he betrayed Eva and he could trust Eva. And along with that, he deliberately left that sketch there, which was of the place where he kept his mask-making machine so that the police could reach there. And when he went to take his machine, Roller appeared in front of him, whom he killed. After this, he made Roller's mask and deliberately fell unconscious right there. After that, the police took him with them. And for so many days, who is with the police is Roller, and it was none other than Diabolik. That's why when he reached Eva, he took the bracelet from her hand so that the police couldn't track her further. In this way, Diabolik managed to reclaim all of his stolen loot with his cunning plan. Along with the inspector's girlfriend's necklace, that too is now with him, which is invaluable. And after this, he leaves this country forever with Eva. Now he has so much money that he can live comfortably for the rest of his life. But he is a cunning thief who does not steal just for money, but because stealing is his habit. It is possible that he might steal again, and once again confront the inspector. So that was the entire story of Diabolik. We hope you liked this story.